Welcome to Beachwood Bells. I'm still recovering from the workout. It's a chipper for my birthday. I'm 51 today. I was born in the good year of 1969, the last year of the age of Aquarius. So stop calling me boomer. I'm gonna get up and share this workout with you proper, because that's the kind of trainer I am. It's my birthday, and I'll puke if I want to. Not from drinking, because I don't drink. I'm like 208 days sober now. Thank you. Applause. 10 exercises, 51 reps each. This is how I want you to do it. I want you to do each pair between the dotted lines as a superset. That means alternate between the two, or just get those two done before you move on to the next pair. One arm swings, you're gonna do 102 total, 51 per arm. You wanna aim for 3 or 4 sets here. 3 or 4 sets here. Floor chest presses, 26 per arm. 51 goblet squats. 52 uneven suitcase deadlifts. So you'll do 26 per sides, like 4 sets there, maybe 3 sets here. Supinated Miller row, so an underhand grip. That's going to be about 3 sets of 13 per side. 2 sets of 13 per side. Again, I have a BFA. Seated presses, as many as you can do for however many sets. 51 hip circle lateral band walks. Just holding my camera up right now, I know that this workout got me good. Rear delt flies, 51 total, and hip circle split squats, 51 per side. Finally, snatches, 51 per side. Equipment you will need. I used a 12K for my snatches, a knee pad for my overhead presses, a 20K for my goblet squats, and my suitcase deadlifts, chalk for my snatches, a 14 for my presses and both overhead and floor chest presses, a 16 for my rows and deadlifts, a pair of dumbbells, these are 12 pounds that I used for my rear delt flies, and a hip circle for my side steps and split squats. The warm-up is pretty simple and straightforward. 5 squats, body weight. 5 reverse lunges per side. Take your time with these. We don't want to tire ourselves out with the warm-up because the workout is going to be intense. But we don't want to go from 0 to 60. Spider rotations. Feeling it in your core as well as those dynamic stretches in your shoulders and hips. These should feel good. The music today is my birthday present from my 16-year-old son. He produces music. Pretty cool, huh? Banded bugs, 5 per side. Pulling gently on that band. Taking time with those legs. All right, nice wipe edit. So the first superset of our chipper is one-armed swings and floor chest presses. This is a 16K bell. Use something that is medium to medium heavy. 102 swings isn't... it's not going to kill you, so you can go a little heavier. But I definitely want to make it clear that The goal here is to complete each exercise in 4 or fewer sets. So we want a lot of reps per set. So don't go crazy heavy. This is a 14-kilo bell, so 30 pounds. The elbow comes all the way to the floor. And notice my elbow is underneath my shoulder, so you don't want to crank that elbow at your shoulder level or above because that's not going to be good for the joint. There's also some core happening here because you're dealing with some anti-rotational core stabilization. And notice how straight my wrist is. Keep it that way. If it feels heavy, squeeze that bell. That is going to give you extra strength. I promise. This technique even has a name. It's fancy. It's called irradiation. Start in the up position. And also, I'm not doing a good example of it here, but I do remind myself as I go on, don't push your shoulder out of the joint. In other words, don't try to get the bell as high off the ground as possible. Just try to straighten your arm. So push your upper back into the floor as you press. And that's going to keep your shoulder stable and make the lift a little easier because you're getting an inch shorter lift. I hope that makes sense. And don't forget to write down your workout, have it with you so you can check off what you do as you do it. Another set of swings. Taking care to hike high in that junk, rooting into the floor. Even though the workout is really hard today, I don't know if it's a hotter day where you are, but this is a great opportunity to take off your shoes and do the workout barefoot. You might find you have a little extra strength because you get to use the strength from your feet in your irradiation technique. Squeezing the bell can also stabilize your shoulder a little bit more. It can even help soothe any low back tweakiness you feel when you swing because it just tightens you up and you wind up stabilizing yourself a little bit more. So I did 13 presses per side. Hopefully I only did 2 rounds. Again, my math skills are subpar. Looks a lot like setting up for a Turkish get-up. Yeah, see, my shoulder's coming off the floor too much. If I were my coach, I'd be like, yo, stick that shoulder to the floor. See that red garage door? I'm so psyched. Inhale, sharp exhale. So. Armpit stays tight on the hike. And taking care not to let my hips or shoulders rotate. The more you swing, the more you start to feel it in your hamstrings and glutes. It's a lovely evolution of fitness. Last set of swings, I think I just had a remainder of 4 per side. Writing also gives you a little recovery time. So here's the next superset, Goblet Squats. 2 sets of 18 and a set of 15. 3 total sets, 20 kilos, 44 pounds. Three workouts like this a week with a couple of long walks and ample protein, and you can transform your body. Slight caloric deficit if you need it, but not too slight. You got to fuel these workouts. 20 kilo bell on one side, 16 on the other. Sitting back into the hinge. I'm making sure those bells track right along the sides of my shins, aiming to land right beside my ankle bones. Another opportunity to squeeze the handle. And inhale on the down to brace and keep your lower spine stable, flat back. Goblet clean. Squatting below parallel. Little bit. Making sure the elbows touch the knees at the bottom. If you have limited ankle mobility, you can stick a couple weight plates or a couple paperback books underneath your heels to elevate your heels and reduce your ankle angle. No rushing, bracing the core with each breath. Take time to rest and recover between sets. This could take you a little more than an hour. It could take you less than an hour. It all depends on the weights you choose, the humidity, your age, your fitness level. Every time I deadlift, I'm switching the heavy bell and the light bell around. I did 4 sets of 13 here. Make sure you feel it in your butt and hamstrings on this exercise and not in your low back. If you can look at yourself in a mirror, if you're feeling pain and correct your form, do that. Remember that goblet clean is a quick burst, a quick hip snap and an elevator ride. You're always chasing the float on any ballistic kettlebell movement. So a clean, a swing, a snatch, a high pull. And then a squat is a grind and a press and a deadlift. Three check marks. 7 to go. Rolling the shoulders into the back pockets to engage those lats and keep those pits tight. Adjusting the feet so that the bells come straight down, so that you're holding the bells directly under your shoulders and not out to the sides. So the feet are close together, but they are not touching. You need that little bitty space between your feet for optimal balance. Stay hydrated. Switching the bells around. One last set. I like to say last set, best set. Last round, best round. Dial in the form more than ever. Explode up. Snap those hips like a swing. Why not? Solid and strong. Next superset, supinated Miller rows. So that's an underhand grip. And it just hits your muscles just a little bit differently. Slightly different angle. Two sets of 13 per side. 16 kilos. You always want those last few reps to feel like a real challenge without annihilating your form. Seated overhead presses. Find a position for your legs that allows you to sit with a nice tall spine. If you need to elevate your butt on a cushion, that is totally fine and legal. This is a 14 kilo bell, 30 pounds. Warm up set for 5 reps. Then 2 sets of 8 reps per side. And then ending it with 4 reps per side. Making sure that ball of iron is in a comfortable spot on my forearm. Order yourself a pair of kettle guards from Amazon.com if you need them. It makes for a much more comfortable workout. But after you've been kettlebelling for a while, you will find that you don't really need them anymore. But I do recommend them for beginners, especially if it's gonna be a deal breaker for your exercising. There are people who hate that pain so much, that pressure on their wrist and forearm, that they just won't use kettlebells. And it's a damn shame. Doesn't have to be that way. The reason I've been working out like this for as many years as I have, it'll be a decade in a couple of years, is because I like it. That's the secret of success, is like the form of exercise you choose. If you are just getting through something and you fucking hate it, chances are you're gonna quit. And it's not because you're a quitter, it's because you just haven't found the kind of exercise that you love enough to go back to again and again through lapses of motivation, etc. Love nailing that last rep. Taking me a long time to math. Counting with my fingers. You saw it here first, folks. Once I realized it was only 4 reps, I felt really, really strong. I was so excited to be done this superset. The next 3 exercises are not as taxing as some of the first ones. And then the snatches are brutal. So there's sort of this undulating wave of difficulty and challenge. Hip circle lateral steps. You can step side to side if you don't have a big enough space to do all of your reps to the right in one set, or your reps to the left in one set. So 51 steps per direction and done. So just one set, boom. Taking nice long strides to keep nice big tension. And a hinge in the hips. Rear delt raises, 12-pound dumbbells, hinging, flat back, working on those rear shoulder muscles, those delt caps. think there's 4 sets here. Resting between each set. Soft elbows. Almost done. Last superset. 26 split squats with a hip circle. Nice long stride, constant tension. The second side is going to burn way more than the first side. It's just the way it is. So if you have one butt that you want to work on more, save it for your second side. But you will definitely work both butts. Medium range of motion here, not locking out at the top, not resting in the bottom position. Constant tension. Big pulses. Getting tired. Last set. Trying to not cheat by doing a shorter range of motion, because I'd only be cheating myself out of my gains with a Z. Cheating a little bit here, can you tell? But not you, because you're better than me. Go on with your bad self. Finally, snatches. 12 kilo bell, 20 per side. Taking a little micro rest at the top, not rushing through this so I can last longer. The idea is to do 20, 20, 15, 15, 10, 10, 5, 5, that's 100. And then 1 and 1. It didn't work out that way. I don't even think I did 102. I think I only did 100. I would like to believe that I could have gotten 100 unbroken reps if my snatches came earlier in the workout. But I am sweaty, queasy, tired, smoked, burnt, spent AF. So next week, I'll program snatches sooner. You can sneak in an extra breath at the top there. which can really save you, especially if you're planning on getting a certification. So many tips and tricks. You are allowed to take as many rest breaks as you want, as long as you get 100 snatches done in 5 minutes with decent form, proper technique. It's a pretty amazing experience. I recommend it. Opening the hand at the top, letting the handle slide down deeper into my palm. So it's right at the base of the fingers on the hike and at the base of the thumb at the top. This is 10. So 80 unbroken snatches on this day. Having a big argument in my head right now about putting that bell down. And I just won that argument. There's my husband in the background putting a fan in. I texted my family, "Bring me a fan, I'm dying." After a little rest, ready to do those 10 snatches on the left. Then 5 and 5. Then I forget all about the other 2. But you won't. You'll do 102 snatches. If you do not know how to snatch, you'll learn. Start with one arm swings, then high pulls. I have a snatch tutorial in one of my recent videos. I think it's Keeping It Real. It's got a black and white photograph of me laying on the floor and yellow and black type, dying, trying not to have a heart attack. I know I have to get up off the floor here. Maybe a little bit over dramatic, but what can I say? I guess I'm a drama mama. Fan feels good. So glad it's over. Such an accomplishment. You did it. We did it together. You're such a badass. You go with your badass self. Thank you for working out with me. It was a scorcher, just like all the rest, man. Man, oh man. Stay safe, stay strong, stay smart, stay smoking. Okay? Okay.